Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
He's laughing his sick fucking ass off. He's a tight ass. He's a sadist.
Okay, when I introduce you, I'm gonna say, this is a friend of mine. That means you're a connected guy. Now, if I said instead, this is a friend of ours, that would mean you were a made guy. I capiche?
Boys, we're back in business.
Our true enemy has not yet shown his face.
Brother, you are going down.
Hooah!
Your name is Frankie, right?
Yeah.
I'm Johnny.
Yeah, I know.
Frankie and Johnny, the song.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Why don't you go out with me tonight?
What?
I'm asking you out with me tonight on a date.
Just asked her out.
What's not to believe? I really want to go out with you, that's all.
No.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my Al Pacino review series, Season 2, Episode 5. Today's movie is one of my all-time favorite romantic comedies. Yes, Al Pacino has done a wonderfully made romantic comedy, ladies and gentlemen. It's 1991's Frankie and Johnny, reuniting him with his Scarface co-star, the lovely and terrific Michelle Pfeiffer. Also starring Hector Eilzondo, one of the two. Nathan Lane, Kate Nelligan, among others. Based on a stage play by Terrence McNally and directed by Garry Marshall, coming right off of a big hit, namely Pretty Woman, which coincidentally is a film that Al Pacino actually turned down. I guess after that movie was a big success, he was more than eager, let's say, to work with director Garry Marshall on this one. So yeah, romantic comedy. Now, as I stated in my Bobby Deerfield review, this is not my sort of usual sort of cup of tea. The genre of movies, romantic comedies. However, spoilers ahead for the review. I really love this one. I love and adore this movie. So I guess without any further ado, let's, just jump right into my review for 1991's Frankie and Johnny. The plot of the movie goes as follows. Johnny, played by Al Pacino, is on his release from jail when he applies for a job as a short order cook at a restaurant where Frankie, played by Michelle Pfeiffer, an emotionally scarred waitress, works. Johnny discovered his talent for cooking when in jail. Love at first sight bites Johnny upon seeing Frankie. He makes direct attempts to get at her heart, but deeply wounded as Frankie's heart is, it would not allow her to give her heart to Johnny. Johnny's divorced wife and kids have moved on to a new world of a different person. After reluctantly and after many tries by Johnny, Frankie goes on a date with him and they bond and connect. However, can Johnny ever truly have Frankie's heart? That's the question as the would-be couple learn to know each other and their past demons and skeletons in the closet over the course of the movie. Al Pacino and Michelle Pfeiffer's chemistry in this movie is through the roof, honestly. They're such a great on-screen couple, and no, I'm not just saying that because they were also both in Scarface, because honestly in that movie, and intentionally so, there wasn't a great chemistry between them in that film. Pfeiffer's character in that one couldn't stand Pacino's Tony Montana, but here, boy oh boy, when they get together and the characters' relationship starts blossoming, it's just an absolute delight to see them together, and you really want these characters to end up with each other. Pacino excels as a man who just won't take no for an answer and absolutely wants to give his all to this woman. Pfeiffer has received criticism that she's too pretty for this particular character, but honestly I think she's absolutely perfect here. The scene where her character breaks down and sort of lets it all out is some of the best acting from her career, and it still amazes me to this day that she wasn't up for an Academy Award for her work here. Honestly, that aforementioned scene alone should have won her the statue, to be honest. Truly excellent performance by both leads. Probably my favorite on-screen couple, right next to Sylvester Stallone and Talia Shire as Rocky and Adrian, to be honest. The supporting cast is great too. Nathan Lane as Frankie's gay neighbor and best friend has some really good moments, and Lane has some perfect comedic timing. Hector Eilzondo as the Greek boss and owner of the restaurant does a great job as well. And also Kate Nelligan as Frankie's co-worker and fellow waitress has some great comedic scenes and moments too. Garry Marshall does a superb and competent job directing. The script mixes serious moments and humor very well, and the score by Marvin Hamlish, as well as the songs by various different artists on the soundtrack, is superb as well. It's just one of those films that sort of has it all, despite it belonging in a genre that's not necessarily my favorite. The movie always manages to make me smile, chuckle and laugh at the right moments, and also gets me on an emotional level at the right moments as well. The movie did well enough with critics and audiences at the time. I watched the Siskel and Ebert review. Siskel liked it, Ebert didn't. Of course he didn't. However, money-wise, the film didn't earn back highly, sadly. From what I found, on an estimated budget of $29 million, the movie only made back close to $23 million. Which is a shame, because it's truly a well-made film, and I do wish Pacino would have done a similar one, but maybe it's for the best we have this as a one-off, as it makes it truly stand out in his catalogue of films. Not too much I could add, really. I urge anyone that hasn't seen it to check it out, even if you don't like these sort of movies, just for the brilliant acting and chemistry between Pacino and Pfeiffer. And especially if you're big on Al Pacino like me and haven't seen it, it's highly, highly recommended. 7.5 stars out of 10 for me, another Pacino must-watch. So there you guys have it. That was my review for 1991's Frankie and Johnny. As I said, 7.5 stars out of 10. I could have probably easily given it an 8. Maybe even 8.5. Because honestly, I just love and adore this movie so much right here. And actually, it's a shame that this film is not out on Blu-ray yet. Another great film we can add to the list of films that need a Blu-ray release, Frankie and Johnny. Anyway, yeah, absolutely love and adore this movie. Like I said, the chemistry between Pacino and Pfeiffer is just off the roof for me. It's through the roof, I should say, not off the roof, through the roof. I think they're absolutely wonderful together. Yes, I know they were both together in Scarface, which is my favorite movie of all time, as we've certainly established in this movie review series of Pacino's movies. But yeah, like I said, it's not because they were both in Scarface that I automatically think they're both terrific in this one. I thought they were both terrific in Scarface, obviously. However, not in terms of chemistry or their sort of characters, their relationship and stuff, because that was, again, intentionally. They were never meant to have chemistry in Scarface, right? They weren't meant to have chemistry. You know, Michelle Pfeiffer's character, Elvira, she loathed, Tony Montana. She only married him really because, well, spoilers for Scarface, my former husband, boyfriend is dead. I guess I just go with him to get my drugs and stuff. I guess sort of that was a relationship. But yeah, like I said, I love Pacino and Pfeiffer in this one. I absolutely adore the two of them together. I wish they would do another film. It would be amazing if they could team up one more time. However, yeah, Frankie and Johnny, 1991, absolutely great film. Again, if you haven't checked it out because you're like me, it's like, romantic movies, not really my genre. Give it a shot. You might just, find it a pleasant surprise of a film. You might really be smitten by both Pacino and Pfeiffer in the film, because, like I said, just watching them two, sharing the great chemistry that they have, you really root for these characters. You really want them to get together in the end. I love it. I love this film. So that's it for this review. Next up, we are going to be taking a look at one of two films from 1992 that Pacino did, both for which he was nominated by an Academy Award. For one of them he won. Spoilers. Yeah, we are getting really close to Pacino getting his fabled Oscar, finally. Before we go there, we go to the other movie from 1992 that he was nominated for and is a great film. Yeah, next episode we are covering 1992's Glengarry Glen Ross with, look at that cast, a fantastic cast: Al Pacino, Jack Lemmon, Kevin Spacey, Alec Baldwin, Ed Harris, Alan Arkin. Yeah, fantastic film, fantastic cast. So that's on the menu for next week. Join me then. As always, this has been 101 Bronson saying, take care, stay safe and healthy, keep punching, and we'll see you next week for Glengarry Glen Ross. Take care.